Hello, fellas and ladies. We're back with more Oscar predictions. This time we're talking about the lead acting performances. These races are really odd. I think actor is like comically weak, whereas actress is like in that middle spot where it's like it's a little weak, but like there's a lot of like options to choose from. Let's start off with Best Actor, just because like this is just a really weak year. I'm really only considering 6 people, maybe 7. Adrian Brody is gonna happen. I think he is like fairly on track to just win it. He's as big as he get. He's got like, he's doing like an accent. He's got like a huge like journey with this character. I know he's won before, but Emma Stone just won last year. Like Frances McDormand won like a third not too long ago. I think like we're past this idea that like if you won before that disqualifies you. I know sometimes it's just the performance is just too good, and he is like easily, I would say, the performance of the year. The only way I see him losing is if maybe Sing Sing comes back in such a long, loud way that Coleman Domingo snags a victory. He's gonna get in. He's like easily gonna happen. Like Sing Sing is making its comeback like already. Like it's A24 is doing a really good job of showing that movie to voters. Ray Fiennes is also like gonna happen. I think the top 3, I think we all agree, Adrian Brody, Coleman Domingo, Ray Fiennes are like pretty solidly in there. I see some suggest a Ray Fiennes victory just on the pure basis of the fact that he's overdue, and I think like I really don't think so. He is fantastic, but like he's a very subdued performance. I'd be shocked if he won. I feel like all he has is a narrative, and in my opinion, you need a little more than that. I think we all agree who's duking out for the last 2 slots. I would say Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice is looking pretty solid. Now, I'm recording this on the morning of the election, so God forbid something happens. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to edit this, but like, God forbid something happens that changes my mind on him. If Donald Trump loses the election, I think Sebastian Stan is good to go. The movie didn't take off in the way I thought it would, but I still think people are gonna see it. Like voters are gonna go and catch it. And if they see it, it's kind of hard to deny how like unbelievable Sebastian Stan is. And then you go to Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown. Still a bit of an unknown. Playing Bob Dylan, that's not nothing. I'm not hearing the best buzz on the movie. Perhaps he can get in anyway. But I'm sure you've noticed I got Kingsley Ben-Adir number 7. And I know you're probably going, whoa, 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 Buster. Bob Marley, One Love, that movie sucked. It disappeared. You're not wrong. The movie's not very good. That said, the movie made a lot of money. And I can tell you, Paramount has done a really good sneak campaign for Kingsley. Like, they are, like, getting him out there, like, showing it to the voters, and apparently it's gone really well. Audience reception to Bob Marley is really good, even though the movie sucks! But Kingsley is really good. He's transforming into Bob Marley. Now, here's the thing. He's not getting in if Timothy's also getting in. That seems a little ludicrous. 2 musical biopics by a guy named Bob? No, thank you. The only way Timothy, like, misses, though, is if A Complete Unknown is utter dog shit, but Bob Marley's utter dog shit, so on one hand, nominating Timothée Chalamet, the actor, is a lot more compelling. He's a man of the moment right now, whereas Kingsley Ben-Adir is just kind of getting started. But at the same time, transforming into Bob Marley is a lot more compelling than transforming into Bob Dylan. I don't really know for sure what's going to happen. I could be whistling Dixies with Kingsley Ben-Adir, but like, there's a very realistic world where he gets Critics' Choice. He's not going to get Critics' Choice, what am I saying? But there's a very realistic world where Kingsley Ben-Adir gets Globes, SAG, and BAFTA. He is very British, mind you. So, I'm not dismissing Kingsley Ben-Adir, and neither should you. I get there's an impulse to say, nah, fuck that movie. Sure, but, fuck Blonde as well. Look what happened to Ana de Armas. Daniel Craig for Queer. I want him to get in so much, but that movie is gonna, like, really fly over Academy voters' heads. I think he could get in anyway, especially considering he is gonna get Globe and Critics' Choice, most likely. BAFTA could go. He could do really well in the precursor run, but I think I'd still be very skeptical unless, like, Sebastian Stan and Timothée Chalamet and, like, Kingsley Ben-Adir just shat their pants. In that case, I'd be like, okay, well, I guess Craig is above them. And to be completely honest, that's kind of where it ends for me. I think those 7 I'm like willing to talk about. Everyone else, not so much. John David Washington, I suppose there's a fraction of a shot he gets a Globe nom, but I don't see how it goes beyond that. You'll notice I have Gabrielle LaBelle and Glenn Powell in there. I don't think they're coming close to a nomination, but I do think that those two are digging up for the Globe win for Comedy Musical, but like, they're only winning out of circumstance. They would never be Colin Farrell. They would never be Paul Giamatti, for example, or Andrew Garfield. if they were to win the Globe, I would, leave them in my 10, but at the same time, I wouldn't put them, like, close to my 5. Jesse Eisenberg, I feel like a lot of people are going to be like, he's just doing what he always does. He's fantastic. I think he's being overlooked overall, but he is being overlooked because his co-star just wipes the fucking floor with him. Paul Mescal for Gladiator, I fucking knew it. He was done the whole time. I see it later this week. Maybe I'll change my tune, but, like, it just seems like he's, like, kind of just doing action hero stuff. Denzel steals the whole show from him. The movie apparently lacks the heart the first one did, so I'm not sensing a Russell Crowe type of thing for Paul Mescal. Sebastian Stan for A Different Man's not manifesting. Nicholas Hoult for Juror Number 2 is very interesting. He's really good, but that movie, man, what the fuck? And the movie's actually quite good, but my god, that movie just got shafted. I don't think that's gonna happen anywhere, but he would be very deserving. Let's move on to actress, where it's a little more interesting. I think we're all in agreement that Mikey Madison is, like, really staring down the barrel of a victory here, which makes sense. I don't even think the movie has to win Best Picture for her to manifest into a win. I feel like her life is very much, like, appreciated aside from Nora. And then Nora's, like, very strong. So I think it's, like, pretty clear to me that Mikey Madison is at least the front runner. There is the thing of, like, most people just don't know who she is. Like, they'll recognize her when they see her. They'll be like, oh, she was in Scream and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, right? But this is her breakthrough, let's just face it. But I think there's something really there for her, and I think everyone loves her performance. I think she's going to do really well with critics. I hope they don't relegate her to the Breakthrough Award, but maybe she wins both. Carla Sofia Gascon is another lock, in my opinion. Amelia Perez is not really showing many signs of slowing down, and she is really good. I think even people who hate the movie are like, no, she deserves it. Could she win? Honestly, I think maybe. I'm not opposed to a Carla Sofia Gascon victory. I think Mikey makes a lot more sense, but I'm not totally dismissing Carla Sofia Gascon as, like, a historical victory. Angelina Jolie for Maria. That's looking really solid. Haven't seen Maria yet. I see it next week. I am pretty confident she's just getting in. Stewart and Portman got in for their Pablo Larraín biopics. It feels pretty set. Maybe she doesn't nail it because this movie's a lot less acclaimed than the other two. But yeah, I think Jolie is pretty likely. I think, yeah, she'll just happen. After this, I got Demi Moore for The Substance. For those who are just kind of blindly looking at my channel for the first time, you're thinking, whoa, The Substance. Let me set the record straight. I don't really believe in The Substance overall. But similar to what I said about Mikey Madison, Demi Moore kind of seemingly has a life of her own. People want to see her awarded and, like, honored more so than the movie overall. She has a narrative. She's very, like, she's never been nominated before. She's obviously transforming. She does a lot of, like, physical and emotional stuff in this movie. There is clearly goodwill for the movie, even though it's, like, a very heavy genre film. And I think all the goodwill will go directly to Demi Moore. It does feel like her time. Like, my brain is really allowing myself to picture her nomination so clearly, even though I'm very hesitant about the movie. And if The Substance does manifest, I think Demi Moore might actually be in the winning conversation. I am going with Marianne Jean-Baptiste for Hard Truths. I know there's going to be some people going, nice try, bucko, Bleecker Street. My question to you would be, I know we have mass PTSD, which sounds really dark out of context, but do you guys think that Mass would, like the reason Mass missed was because of Bleecker? I'm not saying it helped, but, like, they tried. Like, they did a lot, and Dowd got pretty far. I think it's pretty silly to just dump all of the failures of Mass on Bleecker directly. I'm not saying they're great, I'm not saying they're ideal, but it's also like, this is Mike Lee we're talking about. Movie's well received, and Marianne Jean-Baptiste is a fucking firecracker. She is excellent in this movie. She is very easy to go for. I mean, obviously the character's pretty unlikable, but, in the first hour, she's constantly snapping. She's got a lot of emotional depth. She's doing a lot of very funny, like, shit-talking throughout the whole movie. It's very easy for me to see Marianne Jean-Baptiste get in. She's obviously getting BAFTA. I think she's definitely getting Globe. I don't think she'll ever get SAG. CCA, we'll see. She just gets 2 of those. I'm like, I think I'm going to go with her. I have seen The Outrun. I didn't like it, but I thought Search was pretty excellent. The Outrun is just such a blip of a movie that I think this is the issue. Once you get past Mikey and Carla, everyone else is a little bit on their own. Angelina might have like a tech or two with her. Demi Moore, worst case scenario, has a makeup nom going with her. I'm gonna mention Zendaya, Cynthia Erivo, Fernanda Torres. They kind of have some stuff with them. Actually, Zendaya and Erivo, there's a chance it goes a little further. But like almost every contender is on their own. Same with Marianne Jean-Baptiste. So with that, it is kind of worth looking at what Saoirse Ronan is. She's like an addict. It's a very like heavy performance, and she does nail it. I do think what Saoirse Ronan could like accomplish is a really good precursor run. Maybe she misses SAG, but like gets BAFTA. She's gonna get Critics' Choice and Globe, that's for sure. If it's just those two, I think I'm gonna push her to the side. But if she gets BAFTA, which she probably will, like that's looking really good for her. But I do think that she's very snubbable. Like being that she's like literally like nothing. There's no other possibilities. You can like bullshit your way into thinking Hard Truths can get screenplay or Baby Girl can get screenplay. You can't do that with The Outrun. And people don't like this movie, myself included. So I am gonna stick with my Saoirse snub theory and see how far that takes me. I'm not blind. I know she can get in. Nicole Kidman, I'm actually kind of by the day going a little more confident she's just straight up not happening, to be honest. I do think the movie is a lot more mature than like its like genre suggests. Like it's a little like Letterboxdy, but like I do think it is like compelling, like broadly. I just don't really see the movie doing anything beyond Nicole Kidman. And on top of that, is she actually gonna get, you know, that many major precursors? She could just get Globe, if I'm being honest. I might predict her for Critics' Choice right now, but I'm not like settled on that. She can have it. She's Nicole Kidman. I don't really care that she won Best Actress at Venice. I mean, it's kind of zip to me. Amy Adams for Night Bitch, that's kind of going away, but like I do want to investigate her just a little bit longer. I think she's at a point where I think Critics' Choice is really far out of reach for her. If she just gets Globe and SAG, that's not enough. She's not gonna get BAFTA. Is she even gonna get longlist for BAFTA? Maybe. I think people are just really put off by Night Bitch, and I think that she'll suffer for it. I think like if you don't like the movie, you might be like, whoa, Amy Adams is really good, but I think you might be like, she's really weird. Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here. I don't really think this is gonna happen, but I do want to consider it. Same with Zendaya for Challengers. I do wonder about a Challengers comeback, but I don't know if Zendaya would even get in still. Cynthia Erivo for Wicked. I've seen Wicked. I am embargoed at the moment. I will say she's really good, but I really don't think she's getting it. I think she kind of has main character syndrome where like all the characters around her, namely Ariana Grande, are such loud characters, and she's sort of the straight woman in the picture that she kind of becomes a little forgettable. She's really good. She does nail the finale moment, but I'm pretty confident she's missing. Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl. I don't know, maybe there's a chance that manifests into something. My guess is no. Tilda Swinton, I really don't see how The Room Next Door manifests into anything. I think she's kind of done. And that is it. That's my lead acting predictions. I'm hoping to get this out quick because I would like this to come out before we know election results. Like, subscribe, and share, and hope we're still alive by the time this is out.